What you gonna do, YouTube? It's Shadow Dragon's own Christian Perez here, giving you another local deck profile of Mark Wooden. How you doing, sir?
Good.
What are you running today?
Well, I mean, I'm running Frieza, and I'm just showing the side because the other image is kind of crappy. But, it's pretty sweet. Basically, you sacrifice your life, and you do a lot of fun things that you shouldn't be able to do. So,
let's get into the spicy winning list.
Okay, so I really like discarding, so I'm running 4 Broly.
Alrighty.
So where do you want to put that there? Basically search and then add consistency to things. So there's that.
It's definitely good. Just like adding that green energy and you just trying to charge it, definitely really good.
I threw in the Bardocks just because there was not a whole lot of removal in this deck.
Okay.
And it kills tokens if things got out of hand, and also just being able to like deal with like those ramp god stuff.
Yeah.
It helps out. So
definitely good. Would you want to split those out for Kales maybe? Because they kind of like do the same thing. No. You stick with the Bardocks.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Kale's a really good card, but you have to have more of a setup with Kale.
Okay.
Like, I have to have like a Boo Out or something like that.
So this is more just like right off the rip.
Like I can play this and not have to worry about it dying.
Okay.
So.
Good. And it is like Kale too with the combo piece as well. That's why I like Kale too.
So there's 4 Bio Broly. Basically, the gist of it is you evolve on your other Broly and discard 2 cards, which is kind of like what this deck's supposed to do. So
staple with the baby Broly.
Yeah, just get rid of their resources. Was never really
never a bad thing.
Nah, seriously. I'm running 3 of the big Broly. So I mean, hard casting him's fun, especially when we get to another card later, which you'll see in a second. But I mean, this is just brutal because it's random discard. It's always good.
It's always when that turn 6, turn 7 comes around, you just drop that.
30,000. What are you gonna do? Like, get into yellow here. This is kind of just a staple. You obviously want to run these Dodoria. I honestly I'd like to see like alternate arts, not just the stamp stuff. Like, give me something better than Dodoria.
Shine them up.
Seriously, even that. Or heck, like I'm
alternate art would be sick, like a full art.
Yeah. Okay, so getting into some of the more saucy stuff. We have the Mecha Frieza. There's 3 of them in this deck. There are some other combos you can do in this deck. They didn't really get the shine today, but still being able to drop this and then comboing it with things like Senzu Bean is really good. And then just being able to attack twice is also really good. And, removal too. Because you pitch a lot of like crappy cards in the deck. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't even have to use its pitch effect to give it double strike?
No? It gets that automatically anyways.
See, that's just so good.
Yeah.
And the added bonus of popping any rested card, so yeah.
I mean, Crusher Balls, all that stuff is fuel it a bit.
Putting the meat grinder going.
So there's 3 of the Clan of Terror Mecha Frieza. I really love, like I said, discarding, and this card does it. So it's also 20,000 double strike. So I like to build up my board. And this guy does it well because I don't have to attack their leader. He kind of gives me something else to attack. But then at the same time, you get to look at their hand, and you can be like, oh, well, do you have a Bloodlust? Do you have a Crusher Ball? Whatever. That's
what I was just getting ready to say. Like, if you're playing any competitive game, no matter what it is, seeing your opponent's hand just gives you so much. No matter what it is, no matter what you're doing.
And then, if your opponent's thinking, oh, man, I need to deal with that, I mean, don't get me wrong, they might not, but they could end up bloodlusting this so they can keep their information safe and also not lose a card. I don't know, but
bloodlusting that though? I don't know.
I know. That's the thing.
We'll see.
Rip out those 12k Piccolos or whatever. Okay, so this card I used last week in another deck. The cooler, it really didn't do anything for me today, but last week was really cool. But basically what you do with this is you can sack off something and then you can tap down up to 2 of their dudes and do combo shenanigans with, either Mecha Frieza or, wherever that is, or the Returning Terror one here. And just being able to, do shenanigans is really nice. So
shenanigans.
So yeah, but I mean, also 30,000 is also hard to get by. And if it gets like, what do you want to call it? If it gets Crusher Ball, you can stack itself.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So you're already prepared for the mirror match already. I see.
Seriously. Okay, so we're getting into the extra cards, which is like half the deck.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding. So there's 4 Senzu Beans.
All right.
Yeah, I'll put them there.
Staple.
Yeah, well, the thing that makes this even more ridiculous is when you can play it for free. So you just...
What is that? This leader is going to be taking everybody by storm.
It's ridiculous. So you swing in there and you can play it for free. You can combo with other things, but basically saying, hey, untap 2 my energy and draw a card.
And it's not once per turn.
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, this card won me games. I mean, obviously it's a good card. But
Question: how many times did you get down to 1 life today?
At least 2.
Okay.
2 out of the 5 rounds. So
you're pretty much trying to resolve that effect as much as possible.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if my opponent's being super aggressive, then hey, you know, my last game, the guy was really aggressive, but I was just like, well, I don't want to waste these cards, and I'd rather charge them, so I, you know, kind of laid back on the effect of it. But anyways, so we got 4 Whis Coercions. Again, free negation basically if you don't have the energy open. Sorry, 1 second here. Yeah. But anyway, so really good card, untap energy, and
it's just good. Yeah, it's the best in the game.
Yeah, it protects you, man. Like, so Objection.
Overruled.
Yeah, seriously. You can play this on turn 1. I didn't have it happen, but you could theoretically play 2 of these.
Did you hear that, folks, right there? Like, this man just said you could play Objection turn 1, and you could do it multiple times. Yeah. That's honestly what makes Bionic Frieza just ridiculous right there.
Yeah, you can do shenanigans. And then, like, hey, you can, like, Senzu and then untap both of them and do shenanigans. It's like all over again. And Awaken.
All over again.
Like, seriously. Like... I mean, anyone want to Awaken on like turn like 2 or 3? Sure. And not use TN? Sure, okay. So there's 1 copy of full energy, or full power energy. I just teched it in because it was like, well, you know, again, like God stuff, or, you know, people running booze, people running, like, I looked at some decks, I'm like, there's a lot of 1-drops, but I was concerned about tokens, so I didn't go any more on this, and I already ran enough negates. So like, there's so many dead cards, I didn't want this to be kind of one of them, but it was good.
Good spiciness.
Speaking of spice.
Oh man, so you're spicy.
Yeah.
That's what I was commenting on before we even made the video. Look at that right there, folks.
So Cell Absorption is really good, especially when you play it on usually turn 3, but you have to make sure you have that green energy open if you haven't awakened yet. Well, regardless, you have to, because it doesn't reduce it to 0 with Frieza. So
still,
man. The 1 turn. Oh, thank you. Oh, what do you guys think? Villains or Union Force?
Union Force, baby.
Oh, dear. Yeah, we'll do the Union Force. I don't know which one. I have no idea. Just this one. Thank you.
Well, let's show what you see, show what you won, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're the winner of the day. You come to locals, you come to our locals, you get all these packs, you know, you get packs on packs, prizes on prizes.
Alright, so anyways, this card, and then you combo that with like the Broly stuff, they end up losing their hand. There was 1 turn where I was tapped out, and I was still able to play this because I Senzu'd, and then untapped 2 green energy, and then played this, and I only had to tap 2 green energy, and like they lost more cards.
Oh wow.
So I mean, it's good. Like, seriously. I think this is kind of a given. You kind of have to run the 4 Bloodlust. The card's kind of broken.
Salty dog.
Yeah.
Only negate in the game.
Seriously.
You're lucky, Yellow.
It's just good. There's not much else you can say about that. It's just like, oh, you know, you don't want to worry about Cell, you don't want to worry about that. Hey, Bloodlust it. I was only running 3 Crusher Balls, mainly just because, actually, you know, I didn't use this a whole lot. Because usually...
It might come up in certain situations like, you know, Whis can't be negated, but Crusher Ball does negate Whis. So, and you were saying something about the God, because a lot of people run beers.
Yeah. So, like, probably the best part of this is just... I don't even know. I mean, it's just good.
I guess they're just the resting capabilities. I don't like this card just because you can't be battle reactive during your opponent's turn. You really just have to commit on actually negating that card.
So that's the thing. Like with this deck, you have so many cards that you can toolbox with. So if you need to negate an attack, you can do that. If you need to tap down a guy, you can do that. It's like a infomercial over here. now. So anyways, with the Crusher Balls, the other thing I was going to mention is I didn't need this a ton because I kept depleting their hand.
Yeah.
So you discard, they don't have any options. Most of my games ended with my opponent having no cards on the board or in their hand, and I had 7 in hand.
Disgusting.
So, and then the last card, which is techie, but it actually works.
Bad Ring Laser, man. Those you try to take out gods, aren't you?
No. This is just in general for they try to Bloodlust me or they try to Whis' Coercion, and then they have to deal with that 30 or however many thousand Broly I have. It's just nope, just pitch another card, or play this for free, and then pitch another yellow card you have, and you can do synergy stuff with the cooler and stuff if you really wanted to.
More advantage for you, and you can play it for free too.
Yeah,
oh wait, you still have to drop a
you have to drop a yellow card, but there's plenty of that in here. So.
Alrighty, there it is. Mark Warren's Recipe All-Star Profile.
Yeah.
Hope to see you again, and always remember, like and subscribe, and leave any comments for this guy right here, and we'll get back to you.
Keep calm and game on.